Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. You know, when I was in my 20s, there was a man named John who I referred to as an angel in the flesh. He was sent to me to take me from believing in nothing to believing in everything. And you know what, to do this, he had to show me miracles and teach me many powerful lessons. And I want to tell you a story. It's an example of one of his teaching moments. You know, one day we had driven out into the middle of nowhere and we parked the truck and we hiked for a little while. Soon we arrived at what looked like a hole in the ground. And I'm a little nervous, and as had become my habit, I followed John, and we went a few steps down into the cave, and he reached into his backpack and pulled out a flashlight. Soon, we were walking through the cave, the flashlight's on, but, there was no other light at all except for the flashlight that John had in his hand. And after we were in the cave for about a half hour, I know John was 100 feet in front of me. And I needed to catch up. I'm not the best walker in the world, so when people want to take me on hikes in the beautiful Colorado territory, there are times when I just need to catch up a little bit. But you see, I couldn't see much of what was going on ahead, which was another problem for me, and I was relying on John's flashlight. Suddenly, his flashlight went out. And I learned the meaning of not being able to see my hand in front of my face. And I called out, and there was absolutely no response. At this time, I'm feeling this intense anxiety and fear, right? I start hyperventilating. I remember my mom used to always tell me about claustrophobia, and I always thought she was exaggerating on how bad she felt. But now I was experiencing it for myself, and I was completely able to put myself in her shoes and understand the panic that she had gone through. So here I am, this little handicapped guy in the middle of this big cave, and where did my friend go? Why did the flashlight turn off, and why would he leave me there? So my heart's racing, and I'm about to lose it, and then I hear John's voice say, "Breathe, take a breath. Relax and trust. Don't worry." And he told me to sit down on the ground, and then he repeated that I should take a nice deep breath, relax, and trust. So, as I normally do, because he was a wise guy, I did as he instructed. And as I sat down and took some deep breaths, my heartbeat slowed, my anxiety went away, and I felt focused on my breathing. And before I knew it, I was calm. And when I was relaxed again, the flashlight came back on. And John was standing in the exact spot where he had been when the flashlight went off. He had not moved. I could have simply walked 100 feet and I would have bumped right into him, but instead I totally freaked out. But he explained something to me that I really love and I'll never forget. He said, this is a metaphor for life. He said, there will be many times in my life when I would become accustomed to walking in the light. Then something will happen and the light will appear to dim or turn off. And he said, how I react in those situations will determine my ability to survive them. And the way I reacted would also determine how much I would be able to learn from my life experiences. He told me to think of it this way. The light is always just 100 feet away. The light never leaves, it only appears to. When this happens in life, you have a choice. You can freak out, get anxious, get depressed, blame the light, point fingers, struggle, and judge, or you can just trust that the light is still there. And if you can know in your heart that the light is still there, all you need to do is stay calm and navigate your way forward until you find the light. And I've since lost my beautiful friend John. He's in heaven now, but the lessons that I've learned from him that I carry forward are translated in some of the videos that I do for you here. He was a special man, changed my life, and I want to thank him for that. But I hope this lesson that I shared with you today helps you to keep in mind the light is always there for you, my friend, and I believe in you. And if the light is there for anyone, It's there for you, and it's there to help guide you along your path and help you see your way to your goals, dreams, and desires. I hope I got you thinking today, or at least inspired you a bit. I care about you. I'll be back tomorrow with some more great information. Have a beautiful day, my friends. Talk to you tomorrow.